That's right, World's Greatest Salesman. I wrote that one day and got a phone call from the general manager and executive vice president. If you do that again, you will be fired. I learned that from Zig Ziglar. I went to the Born to Win seminar and got so excited when I was in my early 20s. I had decided that I would choose sales as a living and be good at what I did. So I practiced everything. I knew tie downs, I knew alternative choices, I knew trial closes, I knew all the terminology and implemented it. But today I'm here to tell you about 5 key things that we can do. Selling is a noble profession. You may not be in the industry of selling a product, but you're always selling. And if you want to get things done, learn these 5 key traits. 1, make a good first impression. We forget that. Smile. Use people's name. Diane, how are you today? Bob, it's good to see you. Michelle, congratulations. When you're introduced to a group of people, make sure you introduce everybody and know everybody's name, even the children. First impression. 2nd, make a friend. Common ground. Ask questions to the folks. Listen to them. Now, questions, not interrogation. And not about the product or service that you're offering or selling. Just make a friend. Why? We buy and do things for people we like. Common ground. 3rd, listen. Always be a good listener. Whether it's in your personal life or your professional life, if you listen, your guests will tell you what they want. Your friends, your family, when you're talking to your nieces, your nephews, or your children about being better. Selling is not always about a purchase of a product. It can be a concept. We see it here every week. Herb comes in and what does he tell us? He's selling us, go out and do something nice for somebody else. Come to the Crime Stoppers. Support that. He's always promoting a different agenda. That's what we do in life. If nothing is sold, if not one loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, a Tesla ever moves, our economy shuts down. Think about all the people who build it, the products that we get to make it. The product is sold. But I'm not here about a product, I'm about a concept. 3rd, always agree. 4th, always agree. You're never going to get something by arguing with somebody. That price is too high, Kathy. You're right. When I first started working here and I saw a $300,000 RV, I said, you got to be kidding me. Let me explain to you why. That's the wrong color. I agree. Always agree. Always agree. I'm with you. I hear you. I see what you're saying. Then divert into why it's that way. Sometimes an objection, I don't want to do that. Doesn't need to be addressed. It's too much. Ignore it. Move on. Don't let little objection. Dad, I don't want to do that, Coleman's son says to him. Coleman says, I don't care. We're doing it anyway. We just move past the objection. Right? But always agree with everybody. I don't like that jacket. I put that jacket on this morning. I didn't like it either. My wife told me. Move on. Don't disagree. And the 5th, and the most important one, always ask for the sale. If somebody has taken time, if you have spent energy with somebody, if you have talked to somebody and you need them to do something, the worst thing you can do is not ask for the sale. Is this something we can do? Can we make the numbers work correctly for you? Can I earn your business, Coleman? Is this a company you'd like to see us do? Can we move forward? Always be asking for permission to take the next step. I learned a long time ago, telling is not selling. There's a lot of people we know that are really knowledgeable about something, but never can seem to get the next step. They get caught up. It's the time when we ask what time it is, and they tell you how to build a watch. You've got to ask for the business. And you have to ask for the business when you've done your work. Have I been agreeable? Do I see interest in something? Do they see the value? Am I listening enough to know this would work for them? Do I see the head movements? Do I see the body movements? Are they leaning in? Are they comfortable with me? Do I feel comfortable with them? We've all met people in our life that we have that attraction to. We've connected to them. I have a good relationship with them. That's when you know inherently inside that this might be the opportunity? Could I get your signature on the contract? Could I have you dot here and sign here? Is this something you'd like to do moving forward? If I've done my work, I have earned the right to ask for the business. And you never take no. You can read all the studies. I'm going to tell you right now, 85% of all sales are done after the 5th ask for the business. Can I earn it? Does it make sense to you? Would you like to move forward? Can you see the savings and the value in this? 5 times, and 84% of the people will say, yeah, I think it's something I want to do. Selling is a noble profession, whether it's a product, a concept, or an idea. It's effort equals results. The biggest challenge with most people is we get lazy. And lazy, what I mean is, we forget the first impression. We forget to go in there and be the showman. We forget to listen. We forget to agree 100%. Whether you disagree with it or not, you always agree. You laugh. You're like, Coleman, I hear you. I'm on the same pages with you. And you move on. You always remember then to ask. When I've done all my work, I ask for the business. And I've earned the right to put those folks maybe in a little uncomfortable position. You can go onto Google reviews for little Mesa RV sales. I have most 5-star Google reviews because after I've done all that and I've delivered the RV and I stand out there and I ask, how was your experience? John, it was great. We're having a contest with the other stores. Do you know what a Google review is? They say, yeah. Would you feel that you got a 5-star? Absolutely. Would you go ahead and put my name in there when everybody else who helped you? And they do that, the Google reviews. But I'm not afraid to ask. I've earned the right to ask. When you do the work and you do everything right, you've earned the right to ask for the sale. So in closing, just remember, make a first good impression. Make a friend, listen, agree, and ask for the sale. Mr. Toastmaster.